Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be from January 15th to the 31st. And without further ado, my loves, we're going to go ahead and get started. Please take only those messages that resonate with you, Pisces. And thank you for being here. So let's begin. So 10 of Swords as the main situation for you, Pisces. Your block here is the 6 of Wands. And we have the outcome as the 2 of Swords. So it seems like there's a little bit of pressure on you, Pisces. 10 of Swords indicates that there is essentially this, I guess you could say, sudden or even uncomfortable ending to something in your life. To a certain extent, it might feel like a defeat. But after the 10 of Swords, there is essentially the opportunity of a clean slate. So whatever it is that maybe has been causing you difficulty, it might get a little bit worse before it gets better, but this is the final stage of it, okay? We have here the 6 of Wands, and this is the block. So this tells me that there's this energy of being worried about the perception that others might have of you. I feel like maybe some of you guys feel a little bit misunderstood, and you might feel like you're not recognized or given the credit that you deserve. And that could be for many reasons. Sometimes we just feel unappreciated. I feel like some of you guys might feel unappreciated in certain aspects of your life. And the 6 of Wands is the card of recognition, but when it's in a block, it could feel like we're just working towards something without getting any kind of recognition or any kind of progress moving forward. So that's not an easy energy to deal with. However, Spirit is saying that you have a choice here with this 2 of Swords. This is about kind of like setting yourself in stillness and thinking about a situation from a very objective and logical perspective and making a decision on how are you going to choose to move forward. So like I said, there's this energy of a clean slate. There's this energy of leaving behind something really painful and stressful that you have been going through. And also there's this energy of feeling unappreciated, feeling overlooked, feeling like people don't, appreciate your efforts and the things that you do for them. So that's really interesting. With this 10 of Swords, okay, so we got 2 cards here. We have here the Magician, and you also have the 10 of Pentacles. So like I said, you're purging out something mentally that is frustrating you, that is making you feel immobilized, that is making you feel like things are just simply not fair. But then you have the Magician, and then you have the 10 of Pentacles, meaning that this is what's coming in for you. Okay, when you start to decide for yourself, I'm no longer going to be a part of this, that 2 of Swords at the end. Spirit is saying that's your way of taking action and taking the proper steps and trusting in your skill set that you can bring this type of abundance into manifestation. So the 10 of Pentacles can symbolize stability. It can symbolize support of a community or your loved ones. And then the Magician shows that you have the tools, you have the ability to make the changes that you need in order for you to feel better about your current situation. We have here the 6 of Wands. I'm going to go ahead and clarify it just a bit. 6 of Wands. What can you tell me about the 6 of Wands in regards to this reading? Thank you. Okay, 6 of Wands. Okay, so 1 popped out. You have here the 7 of Pentacles. This is a strong energy of evaluation. So some of you guys, again, this energy of feeling unappreciated, this might really trigger this energy of evaluation for you. You're going to start thinking about, what is it that I'm investing my energy into? If I'm investing my energy into these friendships, into these relationships, into this job, and I don't feel recognized, I don't feel heard, I don't feel valued, then why am I doing this? The 7 of Pentacles is where you finally put yourself in a pause and you're like, listen, I give yourself a pat on the back because you made it this far, but the decision on moving forward, it has to be a decision that actually aligns with you. So this can mean change. This can be a change of path, a change of strategy, but this is you seeing and evaluating where it is that you have not received what it is that you're looking for, and where it is that you have invested so much energy and maybe you're not seeing the fruition that you are essentially expecting or looking for, right? So I like that the 7 of Pentacles shows there, because it shows that that you're very objective about this situation. There's not one cup card here as of right now. There is a strong sense of being very practical about this change, and you're seeing for yourself where you're not being appreciated, where your efforts are not really, being welcomed, and you are going to make the proper changes. You're going to shift your energy towards something else, okay? And then we have here, and that's why the Magician showed up there, because there is something else. There is something that you're starting, that you're taking action on, and whatever that is going to bring you a lot of stability in your life, okay? Give me more on the Six of Wands, please. Okay, so we have here Eight of Swords. This is the mind making you feel like there's no way out. I mean, come on, we have a Ten of Swords moment there. So to see the Eight of Swords is not surprising. And this could be a very frustrating energy. When you're in the Eight of Swords moment, it feels like you don't know how to move forward, right? And this could be that maybe you have been feeling like that, right? But now with the Seven of Pentacles energy, you're really truly trying to find a practical solution. And even if it's like little steps, right? You're still going to commit to make the changes that you need in order to move forward, right? And then you have the Hierophant here. So for some of you guys, this can indicate that there is a mentor, there is someone that you could seek advice from. So think about it. Who is it in your life that maybe has some sort of advice or wisdom that can be shared with you, or that you could trust enough with your problems, or certain aspects that you might need a little bit of guidance with. The Hierophant is this higher knowledge, right? And there's also traditions and structures. So the Hierophant can also symbolize that you have been in a position where you're trying to, obey by these traditions and these values that may be not aligned with you anymore. So this is a very personal transformation. With the Six of Wands as the block, you can feel that you're not being seen. You might feel like you're not being seen, like you're just being kind of like the back character of your own life. And that is changing, Pisces. You are no longer going to be complacent with that, okay? With the Two of Swords, Spirit, can you tell me a little bit about this Two of Swords here at the outcome for Pisces? Thank you. Okay, so we got three of them. We have the Knight of Swords, which shows me that you do find that clarity that you're looking for in order to move forward with strategy and momentum. So that energy of the Two of Swords, which is being at a crossroads to make a decision, I see you making that decision. I see you building a strategy and moving forward quite quickly with this. And you also have the Wheel of Fortune, which shows a major shift here. It shows that this is in your favor. And then you have the Six of Cups. So this is like the energy of the past. This is the energy of potentially inner child healing, or even emotional matters that might resurface. But Spirit is saying you have a choice here. That's why the Two of Swords is there. You got to sit there in stillness and evaluate things from a very logical perspective, and also use your discernment. That's why this figure, it has the blindfold, because it's asking you to use your discernment and to allow your intuition to guide you, right? In certain aspects, it wants you to really tune in so you can feel what it is that really requires for you to go with, right? So very interesting energy. Honestly, Pisces, it feels quite difficult in the beginning, but this is kind of like a difficulty that you have to go through in order for you to release yourself. There is so much more positivity that's coming your way, and your perspective is going to be completely different. So don't be surprised if you start to feel yourself shifting and you don't even recognize, so to speak, the person that you are, because you're going through a major change. And that whole being complacent with, being in the background energy, that's not going to be you anymore. You are going to move forward, and you're going to put yourself in the spotlight, because you deserve to have the wheel in your own life, okay? So with that being said, please let me know if this reading resonated with you. If it did, drop me a comment down below. Subscribe to the channel if you want to support it, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.